Welcome or welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. If you're new here, hi, I'm Danny. I'm a psychic and a stoner, and I love to combine the two. That's what I'm going to do today. But before we get into it, we're going to need a couple things. First, you're going to need something to drink because I will not be responsible for you hooker whores being dehydrated. I'm drinking from my Pink Flamingo water bottle. Drink whatever you want. I don't care if you have water, milk, juice, alcohol. I don't give a fuck. Don't drink piss, though. That's fucking gross. There's a reason I said that. Hang on. No, when I was in second grade, my teacher told me that there were these people that were caught in like an avalanche or something and they had to drink their own urine before rescuers got to them because they were like stuck for almost a week. And she was like, yeah, but you can only do that once or twice and then it becomes toxic to you. You don't say, bitch. I pray I'm never in that scenario. Knock on wood. Knock on something hollow. The next thing you're going to need is something to puff on if you partake in gardening, like the internet makes us say these days, and I don't want to keep getting age restricted. So I am hitting my new High 90s disposable. This is a hybrid. This is their boysenberry, but it's not boysenberry. It's, let me see if I can show y'all. It's boys and berry. Let's try it out. Very much a berry flavor. Love it. Okay, let's get into the meat. I'm cupping the meat right now. I'm sorry. Let's get into today's episode. So I had a download that maybe everyone is feeling a little anxious about something, not like necessarily a collective anxiety about like one specific topic, but everyone is having like your own personal anxiety or anxious experience right now. There's an event, there's a fear, there's a situation that you're like, I just know something is coming, or I'm afraid that it might happen and I'm trying to mentally prepare and I'm trying to get ready for it and take all the steps. That's what we're going to touch on today. So I had this download, and then to elaborate, I did pull tarot just for some like clarification on a few things. So my original download was, I feel like you are very stressed and exhausted because you're doing everything right. Like, don't get me wrong. You have this potential fear, this anxiety, right? That like there's a situation, there's a person, there's a circumstance, there's a scenario that's bothering you and causing you to lie awake at night. Well, because of that, you said, okay, let me take some steps to prepare myself. Let me educate myself. Let me stay ready. Let me stay ready so I don't need to get ready. And if that is how you feel, just know that's enough. You're doing great. You're doing enough. But there is one area that like one key area of this that you're missing. Your personal self. Bitch, take a nap. You're exhausted. You're fucking exhausted and you're overstressed because you're just doing too much to prepare and to be your best self so that you can like move forward in a way that's going to benefit you and just be like positive from now on. However, you can't be your best self if you're not taking care of yourself. I'm talking about the way you eat. I'm talking about, are you hydrating? I'm also talking about, are you fucking sleeping? Are you resting? And when I say rest, I don't just mean at night when it's time to go to bed. Some days you need to say no. You need to say, sorry, I'm in for the night. One of the main feelings that was like coming up for me is that you've done a lot of preparing. You've done enough preparing. Oh, my puppy's having a hard time itching his little neck because he has his little cone on, poor buddy. But it kind of just feels like you've done enough or you're doing enough. So stop focusing on having to do more, having to be perfect. You're killing it. You need to take care of yourself though, so you don't kill yourself. Those were the messages that I was receiving, but I was like, universe, help a bitch out. Like, give me some details, like elaborate a little bit. That's what I did. The universe came through like she always fucking does. Let's take a hit and then we will get into a little bit more details that might just be helpful for you while you navigate this journey. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually recorded this whole episode yesterday. It took a very long time to then like upload into my editing software. It took like almost an hour. And then when I went to edit it, there was no fucking audio. So let's pray that there's audio this time. I checked it before I actually started recording. Like I did check the audio, but you never know with these things, okay? I am not technologically as savvy as a lot of these bitches. So the first thing that the universe said, I guess the situation that's giving you anxiety is related to a specific scenario or disaster or letdown or like something that kind of was like a crisis or a big blow up, some kind of destruction that happened in your life. Now you're anxious about it continuing. You're anxious about the repercussions, the fallout, the aftermath. You're anxious about, okay, I just want to put this shit to bed. If that sounds like you, just know you are adaptable and you will get through this because you've gotten through everything else in life before. The key, though, is staying flexible and adaptable. One of the things that I have in my notes from when I was pulling tarot and asking the universe to elaborate is it was saying that life has thrown in the past you. It's thrown you curveballs. It's thrown you obstacles. You've gotten through them every time, right? This time you are more prepared because you've been taking all these steps, but now you just need to focus on relaxing and like taking care of yourself because one, you don't need to live in stress. You're not being punished. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Whatever is going to come, if anything, it might not, but if it does, you are able to handle it, but that is only if you are well rested enough because guys, your rest and the way that you take care of your body is going to affect the way you think about things and approach things and how you emotionally handle it. And the main thing that I just kept pulling with the tarot cards was it just kept repeating, you need to be flexible and adaptable, and that is how you will get through this. Just know that you can get through this. Be ready for whatever it throws at you, but don't like harp on it because you can't predict what's going to happen. None of us can. And nothing bad might actually happen. But if something challenging does come along, you got this, because I don't want to keep saying adaptable. I need like a synonym, but adaptable and flexible are what just keep the words keep popping in my head. Let's take a little hit, and then I'm going to tell you what, after all of that, what I kind of got from that reading. You could take a big hit too, by the way. I don't care. I guess when I look at that whole message in total, right? When I talk about my original download, asking for elaboration, and then sitting with all of that, what's really coming through is you need to relax a little bit. I need to relax a little bit. I have my own anxieties that have been bothering me. And honestly, this reading did start with me being like, okay, I feel like I'm like kind of anxious about something, but I don't even fucking know what exactly. Like, you know how anxiety works. You feel like maybe you start giving reasons or giving yourself like things to be anxious about to just put a meaning behind it. And then as this reading occurred, I was like, you know what? You're right. These are kind of the themes that keep coming up for me. But overall, I do think that the message is relax a little bit, because you're not being punished. You've taken the steps to be your best self, to be prepared, to put your best foot forward in life, in the way that you approach and handle challenges, whatever life throws at you. So chill out, because you are adaptable, you are flexible. I'm sorry I keep saying these words, but just chill the fuck out right now. Don't harp on this anxiety, because one, we don't want to manifest anything to be anxious about, and it's actually not helping you. I know sometimes we think if we overthink our anxious thoughts that it kind of like can be productive because we'll come up with solutions, but more often than not, we're just wasting time being stressed. That's not good for your body. Your body knows when you're stressed. You don't have to say out loud, oh my God, I'm stressed. You can think you're being sneaky about it, but you're not, bitch. The body fucking knows. The body keeps score. That's a book that I've literally never read, but whatever. But I've read some passages from it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this resonated with you. If you were feeling anxious about something, just know you're not alone. I hope that these downloads from Source made you feel a little bit more secure and more confident going forward, just knowing you are prepared, you are supported, everything is going to be fine. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.